Hey everybody, here with my friend Samantha Elie. Samantha is a badass botanist and a relentless researcher. You are passionate about botany and plants, am I right?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. That's an understatement.
So Samantha's one of my bonfire trailblazers. They're those people that I cheer on and I encourage, people headed off toward the life their heart longs for. And the thing, the enterprise, the endeavor that you're passionate about, that you're battling for, is a professional journey.
Absolutely.
Your long-term goal is to be a self-funded botany researcher, because as I understand it, when you get research from big corporations to do plant research, it's often not that's going to necessarily make a difference on our planet. And there's things that you have a heart to study that will actually help our planet. I think one of your taglines is plants can change the world. Is that right?
Plants can change the world.
So that's a cool journey that we'll talk about maybe someday in the future. But if you do want to help Sam with that, you can. But in the meantime, a couple years ago, you applied to be part of a really cool project. There was thousands of women that applied, and all the women that applied were part of what particular category?
We're all in the fields of STEM, which includes science, technology, engineering, math, and medicine.
So those 1,000 women that applied, they're all in STEM in one way or another. And you were one of a handful of women selected and approved for that project. And you just got word that you're headed off on an incredible 3-week expedition. Where are you going to?
Antarctica!
And you're super excited about this.
No, just a little.
And so this is not a pleasure cruise. It's a working expedition. It's work a trip. They've got, you can, right below is linked to GoFundMe. If you're like, okay, I want to help Sam get to Antarctic. We're looking for 100 people to give $200 each to help her raise her portion of the funds. Link to that GoFundMe is down below. And a link to her website is down below, where you can read all about the expedition. There's lots of cool things that they're doing for those 3 weeks. But when you get to the Antarctic, one of the things you're passionate about is native plants. So what are one of the things you're going to do when you set foot on that ice?
Oh my gosh, Stephen. I'm going to go dig around until I can find some of those native plants.
So they're actually native plants in the Antarctic?
Absolutely. 2 species that are native to the Antarctic.
And and what kind of plants are those?
Well, I suppose those are just the 2 native vascular plant species in the Antarctic. There's also hundreds of mosses and lichen as well.
I thought lichen was like a disease turned into a werewolf. Is that right?
I wish, kinda. No, it's even hardly a plant. It's a relationship between algae and fungi that, are harmony.
Okay, moss and lichen and vascular plants. I don't even know what a vascular plant is. I'm not sure I do. But one of the things you'll do is you are passionate about native plants, and you're going to even check them out on the Antarctic.
Yeah.
I'm super excited about this. It's already mentioned you need to raise a portion of your funds, the portion that you need to raise, a portion of funds for your trip. You need to raise 20 grand.
Yep.
So we came up with this people that have means. If you, we were looking for 100 people to each donate $200 to help you do this. It's going to help develop you professionally. It's going to be incredible for your career. It's going to give you great connections. I think it's definitely going to be helpful as you do great research. You're helping the globe, so it's going to help all of us. You're excited to go, so I really want people to donate this, but I have a question for you. Part of what we're raising money for is, like your trip, your expenses, but there's some gear you need to get.
Oh yeah.
Now the gear is just a small part of the 20 grand. However, I'm excited to see the gear. So once we get this done and you're about to head off on your trip, will you come back on and do a second video showing us some of your gear and talking about what's about to happen?
Oh, I would love to show that off. Extreme cold weather gear is really groovy.
Okay, and then after the trip's over, when it's all done and you come back to the Antarctic, will you come on a third time and give us all an update of what it was like?
Oh, yes. Yes, I definitely want to share that journey with anyone possible.
All right. If you're one of my fans, if you're one of my friends, if you know what it means to be a bonfire trailblazer, if you want to support an amazing young woman in STEM, please consider being one of those 100 people to give $200 each. You're going to make a big difference. There's a lot of cool places to invest. Samantha is an incredibly worthy person to invest in. Like I said, go to samanthaelie.com and you can read all about the expedition and lots of detail. You have more detail because you're a scientist than I could even imagine. Or the link to the GoFundMe is down below. But thank you so much for considering investing.
Thank you so much for everyone who's made a contribution to this project.
Cheers, everybody.
Bye-bye.